Good evening, VPG! Match day 2. We are back Tuesday night. Domino, we were literally just going through the scores and some historic scores. I say we, it was Domino actually. Bust out his best Rain Man impression. The most goals, I'm assured, by Domino, the most goals on stream. I don't think we actually have an actual number, but for a very long time. For a very long time.
It was over double digits, 8 balls, so that's all you need to know. That's the only fact you need to know. It shows maybe the patch is doing some use.
Yep.
Again, keepers have been modified down. The chase back obviously has been a little bit better, I should say, on some instances.
No.
So 8 ball, that's what we're here for. Some great play and some goals, and that's what we got match night 1. So it goes without saying, we are excited for match day 2.
Bring on more of the same, please. So let's do around the games we've got tonight. First up, we have got Bonus Hunters versus Engine. Engine have dropped the Lil, so now they're in their next evolution stage. Domino, they are just Engine now. That's the game that's kicking us off. That's the game that's kicking us off this evening. That is the UK Prem. As always, we kick off with the UK Prem. That game's coming up in a couple of minutes, followed by an esports cup game. It is the first round. Domino, is the round of 256. Yes, I did the maths for once.
Wow.
So the very, very first stage of that tournament, that is free to play, $250 to the winner. What more could you possibly want? Exactly.
Unbelievably generous.
Exactly. And then we have got the return of the VPG Esports Premier. 4th place last season, Regnum will be taking on FLUMINENSES. Dark Horses FLUMINENSES. That is going to be an absolute barnstormer. And then the main event of the evening. It is the Turkish derby. Besiktas, newly promoted Besiktas, taking on last season's, I don't want to say disappointment, Domino, but underachievers, I think, Fenerbahce.
That's a great word, yes, 8 ball. I like that. That's the very PC word on this channel, the underachievers of last
Exactly,
season.
and we only say that because we've got so much love for these boys. However, a new lineup look for this team, and we'll go into that in more detail as and when we get onto that. Is 9:15. That is the last game of tonight. 4 games for you tonight. Domino, the floor is yours. The floor is yours.
8 ball is entertaining with the teams we've got, and obviously we've got a lovely connection with Engine now. I'm going to call him Little Engine, 8 ball, because I can't not. It rhymes so well. Little Engine, and then obviously Bonus Hunters. We have seen Bonus Hunters on this channel before, and we have seen Little Engine. And actually, while I was going back through the stats, 8 ball, last time we had Little Engine on, they did lose in a cup game to Monskout. And I did think that was one of my games of the season.
Yeah.
Ebbed and flowed, last minute winners, and both Monskout and Engine put on a clinic for the community in that game.
Engine have been giving us a bit of a hard time recently, Domino, because they say that we are their bad omen, because they finished second in the championship last season, so they got promoted, so they must have been winning a lot of games. I think in the 2 or 3 games we had them on last season, I don't think they won a single one. So
life's too bright for them.
That or we truly are just a bad omen. But 3 cams for Engine tonight, and 3 players we know quite well as well. Ruud van Mav being the talisman, the manager, the skipper, Emo Jacko, and a surprising one, if this is the same person, which I do think it is, Zezuk, who is a very, very, very good goalkeeper. Made his way into cam.
I was just like, fair play. And then they've got OP Deadpool in a different position than we used to in playing 8 ball at left back.
Yeah. I mean, he's a good wide midfielder, and a very reliable wide midfielder. So again, if he's going to do that kind of FG attack and fullback role, then I think that's a very good signing for Engine. And again, Pooley, Domino, talk to me about Pooley.
Pooley's your mainstay, mate. Pooley's again one of the top 3 names when you're going to put a team sheet to Engine. He's there. Conducts midfield nicely, very, very aggressive in tackles, and keeps them ticking. Doesn't do anything his style of play is that similar to Rodri's 8-ball. He doesn't do anything out of the ordinary. He does everything very efficient. So he is one of their main mans to hold down that middle of the park.
Yeah, and moving on to Bonus Hunters, who we don't know as well, so apologies, Bonus Hunters fans. 6th in the UK Championship, so 4 places behind Engine last season. That might give you a little bit of taste as to maybe who's coming into this as a favourite, or... 2-0 win in their opening game last night against QPR. So again, that's going to give us a little bit of a flavour for this Bonus Hunter side. With those 2 facts, bits of knowledge on your mind now, Domino, what are you expecting? A team we don't know that much about, who, to be fair, shone when they were on stream last time, Bonus Hunters, against a team we do know very well, albeit a relatively new look for this team as well. How do you see this one going?
Yeah, 8-ball, I think form coming into it is important because, like I said, it was the first day of the new season yesterday. And as you're saying, picking up that game in a 2-0 win, a lot of it is obviously on talent, but a lot of getting through a league is on confidence going in. Once you're in a bad week, 8-ball, once you're in a bad night, it does follow into a bad week. So good confidence can build, and Bonus Hunters picking up a win. I don't know if you have the stats in front of you, 8-ball, what Engine's game was like in the first game they played.
No, they didn't have one. They, I'm not sure what happened. I think their opposition couldn't get into the game or whatever. And Engine, this is Rude Van Mav to a T, by the way. Ooz's class. He said, let's just pop it on the end of tomorrow. And that we need more of that in the community, Domino. We need more of that in the community.
I mean, do you expect anything less from that man?
Nah, it makes him a better man than me. Put it that way.
Yeah, of course, mate. Give me the default 3-0 win. Thank you very much. 3 points in the bag. But I would say, to answer your question, 8-ball, then knowing those facts, I would say Bonus Hunter might be the slight favourite going in here, just based on games played and form going into it. But look, every game in these leagues, 8-ball, is a toss-up.
Yeah, and at this stage of the season as well, teams really are just feeling each other out. And, you know, we always say in VPG, these seasons, it's a long old season, okay? Even the UK Prem is 30 games. So a bad night, even a bad week, Domino, you can easily dust those aside. And I think at the moment, a lot of teams, again, we saw last night with teams just turning up and just trying to outscore the other. I'm hoping we see that again right now.
It's all we need, 8-ball. It's all we need. I actually don't want to see it, and I don't want to speak about tactics. I just want to speak about highlights of goals. That's all I want to do.
We are officially late for this one. We are a minute behind. I think some players for Engine are having some trouble getting onto the server. So watch this space if you are with us. We will obviously bring you that as soon as it happens, but what we will do is move on. No, soon aren't playing tonight, Domino. We'll move on to our game number 2 for tonight, which is Ironhawks, who again we've never seen on the channel before.
Love it.
So welcome to those guys. They're from France, and Sheffield Wednesday Esports, which is why I wanted to flag this game up, Domino. We didn't really get a chance to talk about the LAN event, which is happening, which Sheffield Wednesday Esports run and host. And so I thought now would be a very good time, because you know what? The transition between match 1 and match 2 on stream is always so quick. So
yeah.
I mean, I'll let you talk about the LAN. This is not in the pro series. This is the Esports Cup, but Sheffield Wednesday host that pro series. And I thought it might just be a good time to talk about the LAN event, Domino.
Well, to be fair, when we were at that LAN event last year, 8-ball, it was kind of eye-opening. It was kind of groundbreaking, because we've said it for years that it needs something like that. It needs our genre of pro clubs needs to have that kind of end-of-year event where it needs to be hosted, it needs to be streamed. What I'm really excited for this event, because running a first event and running first in everything, if you guys are entrepreneurs in the chat and things like that, things don't go to plan the first time round. There are bugs, there are fixes. It does happen. Like, it's constantly a learning game. And I think there was loads of learning curves to make this next event actually really good. So I'm excited to see what change they're going to make. But for the club's community, 8-ball, I would say is absolutely massive. Every team has a chance to compete in there, and our experience when you got on there, it was actually really lovely meeting like the players that we commentate so much and just speak over Discord, meeting them face to face, meeting the teams. Majority, I'd say a huge majority at their 8-ball were lovely, and at times it looked like the arena was packed. And second point, Hillsborough, first time I've been, what stadium 8-ball?
Yeah. So off the back of that, get involved, whether you're playing, whether you're spectating, or whether you just want to come and have a couple of beers and meet some people who you've only ever spoken to online. 100% recommend it, regardless of what people are doing. Right then, so into the game. We are waiting for the game. Thanks for that, Nevers, much appreciated, mate. And yeah, well, you can sit in dead silence if you want. You might well prefer that, but it's not what we're here to do. We are here to just try and let the people know what's going on over at VPG. And when there's a long break like this, there's not really too much we can do. But the game is kicking off. The two teams are ready to go, and it does look like both sides have got 11. So happy days.
Yeah, we're excited for the first game of the season. There's nerves about, but to be fair, it's all on today's game and how people control it. It'll be very early in the first 15 minutes to see, because both these teams, quite equal on paper, is to see who kind of establishes their rhythm, their dominance first. And I saw a little bit of the pre-match game from Bonus Hunters.
We did.
Give the ball away nice and early there. But yeah, it is with them here on the attack with that centre mid-8-ball.
And here is Mav for Engine in the white from right to left, and we've got Bonus Hunters in the green, their traditional green colours, from left to right. Pretty even game, like Domino says. We're expecting this one to go the distance, I think, but second game of the season, match day number 2, anything goes, anything can happen, and Engine have started this one on top so far. Lots of field possession, which means Bonus Hunters are going to go up and cause some damage, eh?
Of course.
If we know anything about pro clubs, which sometimes we do. Here is Hope. Yeah, I like that. SB9 over the top. Does get the knockdown, but Bellingham is there, and that is Pooley. Gets away with murder there, Dom. I thought the player was offside, which is why I stopped. But yeah, taking a chance there in CDM, and you did say in the build-up to this game, he does the simple stuff well, and maybe it's just first night jitters for him, maybe?
Yeah, you don't normally see that from his game. It was a bit hemmed in there, 8-ball. There was no options, but I do expect him to, again, find the out-ball, and that's what he's in the team to do.
Yeah.
But Little Engines here, it's actually quite nice to see them in their back line to see what Bonus Hunters are going to do, and it looks like they are very press heavy.
That heavy press, heavy
we
press.
We know a Van Math's team 8-ball, and they're clinical players, and he does get them to try and play out from the back the correct way, some people would say. But they're struggling here because his press from Bonus Hunters is looking a little bit tasty.
Yeah, struggling to get out of their own defensive third. I was going to say own half, but it's very much a defensive third. Complete contrast to that first 5 minutes, but this is kind of what we expect these days, is teams just taking in turns to go forwards and backwards. And now, like we just said, it is bang on cue, headed down. Jacko with a bit of space, block keepers down, gives it to Emo. Jacko tries to stab in, Scalesy does well. Matthias completes the clearance, and it will come back to Lil Engine with their talisman, Mav. Pooley over the top, that's a good ball, looking for Jacko, I think. Emo on that left-hand side, heads home, and yeah, a good ebb and flow to this game so far, Domino, just missing a goal.
Yeah, 8-ball, what a chance that was. It was really well worked by Little Engine. Once they get out of that press 8-ball, as you can see, it opens up to 3-on-3 or 4-on-4. So it's just getting out of that press and trying to find that killer pass at the end. They did find it, but it was great defending. Bonus Hunters do need to watch that, because once they do come out of the press, they're going to look dangerous.
Yeah, and that's the beauty of it, isn't it? Once you play through that press, it just makes sense, doesn't it? There's less players there in defence, and that is risk versus reward. And at the moment, no foul given there. I like it. And at the moment, Engine are profiting from that. Long may it continue as far as they are concerned. Bonus Hunters, though, 25 minutes in, on the attack. MFT wins it back off Mav, but there's Pooley doing what Pooley does best, wins it back, gives it to Mav. Staying high are this front three for Engine, and straight down the throat of the goalkeeper at the cost of a corner. 27 minutes in, our first set piece of the night. In it goes from the skipper. Headed down, Nico completes the clearance. Nobody up for bonus hunters.
Yeah, it did quite well worked here, but we only had 2 people there attacking the corner. So I did think they could kind of smother them from there.
Keeper's coming along. Oh, do you know what? The knockdown might have been a good idea if the goalkeeper wasn't coming, but if he'd got that on target, you're asking questions, and Paulie having the game of his life at the moment. Emo Jacko comes all the way back when there were willing runners. Strange one from him, but they keep the ball, and here they go again, getting a lot of joy on that far side. Hope wins it back.
They're very good at these second ball scrappy wins, April, this bonus hunter team. It does look like once they lose the ball, it's the first man to the press. And they've clearly worked on that because they're doing it a lot now, and they're winning that second ball a lot of the time. Yep. It's just trying to find some rhythm when they get into this area of the field, April, where the runner's coming from. And they found a great pass there. And then it's gone to the wing, it's come back inside, it's fell to the man in the centre. What a block, 8 ball, and it will go from a corner. And it's the first corner for bonus. They take that very quickly, 8 ball, caught them off guard. What a save! Oh, I like that, 8 ball, I like that. No, they are not messed about. I'm doing it again, 8 ball. I like it.
Ridley there collecting the scraps, but also a world-class save at that near post.
Yeah.
And I like, do you know what? I like that tactic. Don't give them a chance to get organised from the corner. Let's see if Engine do the same. A bit more organised, whereas bonus hunters, let's say, dump it in. And to be fair, it worked really well for them. They had 2 shots on target from there. Ridley making sure the score stays goalless, much to our disgust, Domino. Hope the man with that first chance that gave bonus hunters the corner. Emo all the way back there. That's not where he wants to be. Ball goes long. Tony has had a very, very good game so far. Arguably man of the match at the base of that midfield for bonus hunters. Parker does well, manages to get it to this left-hand side. They go long. Good switch. Acres of space here.
Yeah, really well. You picked that up quite nicely. But to be fair, there's a testament to these bonus hunters players because they are getting back. If they do get caught on that counter-rate ball, or they do break the press, you have the men flooding back. They do want to work, which I do like. No one's trying to cheat and say, someone might win it, I'm going to stay up top. And they are rushing back. They are working as a team here, which I like to see. And that first half, either goal as April has flown by.
Yeah, it was a quick one actually. And do you know what? I'll speak about Engine first because I like what they're doing. I like that front. I'm going to say the front 3 and also whichever Cam is playing actually central. I like the creative freedom that those guys have got, and I like that they're sort of, yes, they're doing their defensive duties, but when they get the ball, they then find those pockets of space as well. And I think if they can continue to play through that press and get it to one of those front 3 and have Jacko running off them up top, I think it's just a matter of time before they at least create a few chances, if not get a couple of goals, because I think it's there for them with this system. It's just all about whether they can get it to that dangerous front 3, that front 4.
Yeah, April, and to be fair, on bonus hunters, I think one of their highlights of their play is they are very direct. They're not spending too much time knocking it around the back 3 or back 4. As soon as they've got the ball, it's progressive pass after progressive pass. Now, it's amounted to probably 2 chances happening from corners, if I'm honest with you, but I like the confidence that they are going direct through the heart of Engine. Maybe they just need to be a little bit more savvy in that final third. And I'm not liking this edit of the cut here, April. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to like these substitutes staring at each other like they're playing Red Rover.
Yeah. So I think this might mean... I can hear a lot of Discord kicking off at the moment.
Who do you think the 4 substitutes are?
So they're saying wait it out. They're saying wait out. Yeah, in a game mode that has no subs. Apparently it fixes itself, ladies and gentlemen. This is a first for us. I like it. I'm here for it. we don't need the breaks to be any longer, but hey, it is what it is.
I mean, the crowd's still moving, so I can see some movement in the top left. Some stewards are moving as well, so there's definitely action happening. It's not a frozen screen. 8-ball, have we got one of those cool little clips where you can, like, put something else on? Have we got one of those?
Another game. To be honest, you know what? A couple of people flagged this last night, and
oh, okay.
I thought, do you know what? I thought, I don't know what would happen if this happened on stream, and now we're here. So thank you very much for that.
I mean, there's way to get out, and then there's this. I mean, I'm talking on the stream here without speaking to anyone. The alternatives play another half? Question mark?
I think that might be Plan B. I think a lot of people who suffered this, because this is post patch. This only happens post patch.
Oh, mouse in the chat.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people have got away with this by letting it ride out, but I don't know what the problem is. I don't know why it glitches sometimes and not other times. Re-lobbying and just playing the first half again.
Interesting. I was thinking about this in my head. I mean, because stamina prevention is obviously a big thing going into another half. You've got everyone on full stamina again, Eggle. I'm not gonna lie to you. There's question marks.
Yeah, but
what's the alternative? What's the alternative?
exactly. I think that kind of thing. I don't think it matters, especially in competitive clubs at that highest level. I don't think there's anyone who would be like, do you know what? I basically press sprint the whole game. That game, and,
yeah.
I'm really going to be struggling in the second half. If anything, I don't really know what it will do to the game, if I'm honest, having everyone have full stamina again, because they defended and they pressed so well. So maybe it goes in favor of bonus hunters, because they were the ones with the heavy press. Yeah.
I mean, it's marginal differences. Is it going to determine the outcome of these games? Absolutely not. It's just something worth noting, 8-ball. I'm there for the contrasting view. That's what you pay me for. That's what I'm paid for.
Max in the chat. Good to see you, Mac. Welcome back. Are you playing this season? That's the question on everyone's lips.
Max, one of these subs, mate.
He's the one with the ponytail. To confirm, they are reloading. I mean, it's taken a while, but I can confirm they are reloading. They're lobbying back up now, which is a shame. But do you know what? We were getting tired of all the old glitches. So
yeah, exactly.
why not introduce some new glitches into the game?
That was part of their patch, right? The new glitches. I'm pretty sure it was. It's painful, isn't it? It's painful.
Yeah, it is. And I mean, they're gonna have to not only, because we're still waiting for them. They're still actually in the game. They've only just dashboarded now, and so we're still probably going to be about 2 or 3 minutes away. So we'll let Sheffield Wednesday and Ironhawks know. You'll need to wait, unfortunately, and yeah, it's not a great start to match day 2, Domino. We've never really had this before. I feel like last season we were a lot luckier than we realised.
Yeah, no goals and a lag out, 8-ball. I'll tell you what.
No goals.
No goals and a lag out. I mean, the batting averages are poor at the minute, but on the plus side, 8-ball, Ironhawks is an unbelievable name for a team.
Yeah. Second in League One last season, Domino.
Ooh,
Ironhawks. So
where did Sheffield finish? Do you know?
They were 6th in Champ B.
Cool.
So, I mean, for some reason, Ironhawks have gone from 2nd in League One up to Elite B. So they've actually jump frogged Sheffield Wednesday, but I'm sure the powers that be know what they're doing.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
We'll just say everything happens for a reason. And I can see us back on the lobby, which is good. We got more than half the bonus hunter team in. And yeah, just playing 1.5 if you've just joined us.
Yeah, if you're wondering why teams back out, to be fair, they could just leave it to glitch again if they really wanted to. You don't even need to back out at halftime, just let the game play.
Yeah.
You can see, after how many years have we been playing this game, Domino, we're just so done with it. Just so sick of its shenanigans.
But that's what I mean, it's just new stuff that they just invent to make glitches. That's a new one. I mean, they fixed the patch where you'd score a goal and it'd be the corner of the stadium. No one could see what's happening. If you score a goal, it'd be the corner of the stadium. It was like, sweet celebration, bro. They did fix that, so I was happy with that. And now we've got no one kicking off at the second half because they can't reload the game.
I've just noticed this guy's got 1.8 million coins. Fair play.
I've got 1.7. I'm a baller, mate. Don't worry about me.
You don't play foot.
The top. You get them for pro clubs.
Do you?
Yeah.
I should play pro clubs more, shouldn't I?
100%.
Right, here we go then. The second half of Bonus Hunters versus Engine, and then we are straight into that Esports Cup first round game between Sheffield Wednesday and Iron Hawks. It's got some making up to do. It's making up to do. Why have you stopped showing half time? I wonder.
Showing builds at halftime.
Oh, sorry, the love heart's in the way of it. I'm on my phone.
Oh, okay, yeah. Showing builds at halftime. I don't think we ever showed builds at halftime.
That's a good way of promoting our material, though.
I can show you my body build if you want at halftime, but ain't no one want to see that.
Nobody wants that. Nobody wants that.
Not even my wife. All right, game time, Abel. Let's go. Let's stop joshing around.
Right then, so housekeeping for those of you who don't know what's going on. This is officially the second half, but it's down as the first half because we got kicked out at half time. We didn't show any builds over half time. It is Engine in the white from right to left. They're attacking the same ways as before, which is killing my OCD. But and then Bonus Hunters from left to right. Very, very 50-50 half that first half, and I don't really think anyone benefits from the glitch at half time. So let's just see. Let's just let this one play out. MFT wins it back for Bonus Hunters over the top. Go on, Domino.
As I was going to say, it could have been, to be fair, for a half-time to be completely reset like what he's giving it away there, April, very dangerously.
And again. And
Bonus Hunters are still on the attack. It's gone to the striker, good feet inside, defender read it quite nicely, and instead he's just played gamble. As I was going to say, though, if a team's dominating a team, and for the whole first half, you do have the time to long reset and talk to your team about what's going on. So there is some tactical advantage. I think in that one, it's a dead-on 50-50. No team benefited for the restart there.
Yeah.
But Van Mav's team are in the ascendancy here. There's just 8 ball. Both teams are doing so well to get into the other team's opposition, and then it's a 1 or 2 passes that lead astray, and we go back to rinse and repeat for both teams, really.
Yeah. It was. I'm gonna say it's some good defensive organisation, good structure from both sides, but I feel like maybe watch some of the games from last night where a lot of teams just kind of let off the handbrake, went for it, whereas I feel like these two sides at the moment are still playing pre-patch.
Yeah, April.
Yeah.
I don't know if I've seen this, but Van Mav's got a AI. It doesn't look like Field 11.
Interesting. Oh yeah, so they have. Good spot.
They've got, yeah.
Good spot. Matthias wins it back for Bonus Hunters. This may well be the reason why Bonus Hunters have come out flying at the moment, because it looks like a completely different half to that first half of football we played, and Bonus Hunters are not complaining. Nogueira, edge of the box. Grimble does well though, goes down the line. DP has options, but again, Domino, Tonya at the back has been fantastic. Let's say this game, you know what I mean, this whole game.
I do think both defence have been really good. There again, April. They're reading everything quite nicely. They're mopping things up really well, and they're not giving the ball away in dangerous position. For this is May of the members and us for the goals, but the defence are on point at the minute and very soft free kick.
And to be fair, I think Bonus Hunters have got Tonyu to thank a lot for that at the moment, because he just seems to be everywhere. First half, I thought he was playing CDM. Now it looks like he's playing centre-back. They may well have moved him there. I don't know. But he is everywhere at the moment, and a lot of the reason why it is still 0-0. There he is, heading it down to the on-rushing man. But again, good block. Nothing between these two sides so far. Little Engine left a couple of players up. Good chance to get something cooking here. Here is Talisman, captain. Mav can't get into the box.
Really
And I tell you what, Domino, do you know what? I almost said, I feel like he was trying to get into it. He was almost tempting me into it. And they will get the free kick. Don't forget, no players on the line allowed for this at this level. And I know this man plays a lot of FIFA. And that always means they are a danger. From set pieces, goes far side. Habsy wins it easily in the end, but maybe tried to do with the eyes.
Yeah, keeper held his nerve, didn't go too early, and then adjusted the position with a little flick, April. And yeah, it was quite tame, if I'm honest, for Mav standards.
Mav standards. Bellingham does well. Down the line to Mav, offloads it first time. Jacko with the run, got a bit of space. For the first time in a long time, checked his run very nicely. Will not get past this man though. This man is in fine form, celebrates it going off for a throw-in as well. Quick restart, and it's going to fall to Tonner, but DP wins it back. Here we go, edge of the box is on. First time pass, well cut out by Matt. And he comes out with the ball. Mav gives him a little nip for his troubles, but once again, defense is on top. Good ball though, playing through that initial bonus hunters press is something that this Engine team can do, and when they've done it, Domino, they look dangerous.
Yeah, I just think both teams at the minute have just, they're lacking a rhythm, like I said, in those final thirds. The play up till that, there's nothing else you can criticise. Defensive work, organisation, the press, but both teams, it's just the lack of creativity they've both got going into that final third. But there is still a big chance here with 10 virtual minutes left, 8 ball. Could that be the ball in? But as I said, covered perfectly. That was not a bad ball. It was a really good cover.
Do you know what? It was a difficult ball to play along the floor, and he went for it anyway. And to be fair, it needed to test the left back coming back, and he did well there. I think it might be Deadpool. Near post is on. Big save by Ridley. Can he get up in time? Yes, he can. Ready for Nico's shot. There it is. Near post save. And yeah, talking of man of the matches, and again, Domino, they chuck it in. First time. I love that tactic. I never see it in all my years. SB, loads of room. Swings it in there. 3 green shirts at the back post. But again, Deadpool does well. Matt into the box. Header down. Pooley's there this time to get rid. And I was going to say, Engine just holding on a little bit there. However, they had men up, but look at all these green shirts coming back and skinned him for pace. Mav gets to the byline, stabs it in. Great ball, headed down to DP. Blocked. And they managed to get rid of it as well. And yeah,
absolutely fantastic. When teams are lacking creativity, you need to give it to the people that can unlock doors, and Mav's one of them. That little chip ball into the middle of the park, finding a man in space. Again, defending on top of striking, but that was the chance there. Well worked by Mav. And can either team get the last chance before the final whistle goes? Don't worry about it. It says 42 minutes.
Oh yeah, yeah. It is the second half. Don't worry. MFT. A goal here would surely be the winner. Nogueira gets the shot off, falls to Matt nicely. Pooley, Parker, all doing their defensive duties well. He's going to let it try and run for a corner. They will get it.
Here we go.
Get yourself organised. Get yourself organised.
Oh, there was no quick corner.
Called their bluff. Called their bluff. Maybe it's not the same corner taker from this side.
Maybe.
Good win. Good win. Falls to MFT though. Back post is on. Grimble does well initially. Maldini completes the clearance. They will get a little bit further. One more chance. Maldini clears. Didn't lock onto the right player, and that is game, set, and match. Our first 0-0 of the season, Domino. Do you know what? It was a good game. It was a very interesting game. Made more interesting by whatever happened at halftime. I don't know. But that is the first game done and dusted. It is Bonus Hunters 0, Engine 0. I'm going to say congratulations or commiserations to both sides, but again, welcome back anytime. 2 good footballing sides, but 2 defenses that were on top. And again, we like to see defensive plays as much as the next guy, so we can't complain too much. Right,
Yeah.
Donna, let me go and
Tighten
get the
down there,
link.
April.
Let me go and get the link whilst we wait for this next game.
We've got one of the coolest names in pro clubs history. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Who?
I'm calling it now. Iron Hawks, mate. That's an unbelievable name.
Iron Hawks are next. So let's have a look at these two sides. Domino, there's a very special player in central midfield for Sheffield Wednesday Esports. One of your favourite players. Talk to us about what it means to have Ben Ray back on the channel.
Oh, what a guy, April. What a guy. Ain't seen him in a while, April. Don't know where he's been, but what a player he is.
He wasn't at the LAN event, which, you know, bromance over. But yeah, good to see him back in that central midfield for Sheffield Wednesday Esports. Of course, he is joined by Furry Dave at the back, Adzinho up front, and to be fair, looking through their stats last season, Domino, we do need to give a mention to GB7. 15 assists, 12 goals for that man from Cam. He is their captain. It says playmaker next to his name on the screen I'm looking at. I think he's the one that Iron Hawks are going to have to try and keep quiet, Domino.
Yeah, April, those stats speak for themselves. What a season he had. Now, look, it has to be rinse and repeat. It has to be. You need to keep that form going into the season. You can't allow a drop off, but
yeah,
you can see the quality that man's got. And that Sheffield Wednesday team, and I said it to you before, the philosophy, we said it actually a lot on last stream about people coming in with philosophies of football and how they want to play. Sheffield Wednesday do have a style, and I've always loved the Sheffield Wednesday style of play. It is 1-2 touch passing. It makes for entertaining football. They're very brash in the way they play. So I always am entertained when Sheffield Wednesday are on our channel. As for Iron Hawks, April, it's also one of my favourite things of having some new blood that we've never seen before.
Yeah.
And going through their lineup, April, do you recognise any of the names?
Sadly not, no. And to be fair, we'll be doing this for so long now that it's actually quite rare. But do you know what? We say it all the time. We love having new blood on the channel, ready to go, ready to make a name for themselves. And like we said, runners-up in League One last season, Elite B this season, 1 win, 1 loss last night. I just think this is it's a good time and a good platform to put your stamp on you as a team and what you're going to try and hopefully achieve this season. And don't forget, Domino, it's straight up knockout football. No seedings, no nothing. It's 256 whittled down to 1 at the end of the day. And yeah, one of these two teams has got to go in the first week, and that's cup football, baby.
Yeah, that's the way we work, April. We've got the Iron Hawks co-manager in the chat, April, just saying that ESLs are lagging, and just letting know the co-manager. I've got a question for you. Who came up with the name Iron Hawks? Was it yourself?
And their badge as well. I'm not sure if you can see that badge. Their badge is really cool.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you, April. Just on appearance alone, I'd give them 250. It was the whole competition.
So yeah, I mean, they had a good season last season by League One standards. Up into Elite B, however, looking through their stats from last season, they lost both their top goal scorer and their highest rated player. So, getting promoted is one thing, and I've seen a lot this kind of pre-season, this December to January period. I've seen a lot of players getting almost plucked from the lower leagues into those Premier Leagues. I don't know, maybe that's happened with Iron Hawks, I don't know, but yeah, some of their talisman from last season, effectively their best player on player ratings has gone, their top goal scorer has gone. So it'll be interesting to see how they do this season, whether or not they've been able to replace them, or whether maybe they've gone and stolen someone from a league lower than them. I don't know, but that'll be one thing to look out for. And they have gone with that 4-3-3 formation, Domino. I like that. I can't remember the last time I saw a Pro Clubs 11 side set out with that 4-3-3.
No, and the reason is, April, and I'm going to be honest with you, is when you have the right CM and left CM, when you've got players on the pitch, you kind of know your boxes and where you play. But both your right CM and left CM will have to have so many instructions of defensively, where do we go? Where do we sweep? Where do we get back into? What holes do we plug? Where do we go and press? That's always the problem with those two players that kind of have a free role but need to be reined in certain situations. I think it's all down to management, and it's all down to, again, like, these are your A, B, and C of the game. This is where you need to be. Where if you look on the other time, Sheffield Wednesday, you kind of, if you look on the pitch, you know, player mark and heat marks where they're going to run that line.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
That might be one of the smartest things you've ever actually said. That's a really good point. I like that. I'm going to steal
Not
that.
just sprint based. I told you, I'm employed for a lot of reasons, April, and one of them is to make absolute fantastic insight into this game. I'm getting on my high horse, April. You two talk to people. Where are we getting into this game?
It's not his looks. Trust me. I can take off the background confirmation that we are currently in the lobby. We are hella late for this game. Cup games you are not allowed to be late for. However, given what happened in the first game and the fact that these guys are on live TV, and they say, you know, live TV is what it is. So we are just waiting for them to get this one across, but I imagine there'll be a few stern words for people tomorrow morning waiting in their DMs.
I think well, you did, to be fair, the co-manager is in the chat for Ironhawk saying the EA servers are lagging, but you can see all the Sheffield boys here ready. All of them are in at the minute.
Yeah, it's one of those things, isn't it, where you kind of do have sympathy for anyone struggling to get on or whatever, but if you're struggling to get on, get on 10-15 minutes before I sit there and wait. Like, it's one of those things, isn't it, where you can't punish the other team because someone's trying to get on at 8 o'clock when, to be fair, look how many games we've got going on tonight across all the leagues. I'm sure quite a lot of people are trying to get in, so get in early. Make sure we don't miss these games, because if this was any other game, these guys would be getting defaulted.
It's a cold word, April. That's a cold word. There's a cold word in the pro clubs community.
Yeah. I mean, we may as well move on to the next game, because Regnum, dark horses, man. Dark horses. They finished 4th last season on 94 points.
Crazy, isn't it, Abel?
They literally just backdoored it, slid under the radar, and looking at that starting lineup as well. The problem they've got tonight specifically is Fluminenses. I mean, they finished 12th, which, again, top league, absolutely fine. Top league, they're such a good side. They've got such good players with a new sign as well, which we will talk about. But yeah, that one is that's going to be one of my favorite matchups, I think, so far in the 8 games we would have covered by the time that's finished. And then moving on to the Turkish derby, Domino. It's been too long since we had a Turkish derby, so sign me up for some of this.
Oh, mate, I'm excited for that. And I'm excited for, hopefully, the rise of Fenerbahce. We've called them for years, April, and we've always said they're one of those teams that are like the one minds of, last night and the family sales. They're a hard team to play against. They do everything officially. They do everything well. They break you down. It just didn't stick last season for the Maple. It did not stick.
I mean, they've completely changed their team, which, again, we will talk about in that 4th game. That's supposed to be a 9:15 kickoff. Maybe looking closer to 9:30 at the moment. We'll definitely talk about that. But for now, it is Sheffield Wednesday, the LAN hosts, hosting Iron Hawks. And yeah, to be fair, we don't know what to expect from this Iron Hawks side, so we're just excited as you guys.
Yeah, and we know what we're going to get for Sheffield Wednesday. So for the viewers in the chat, you are going to get some quick, you're going to get some expansive play, 1-2 touch, build-up play, absolutely rapid. If Iron Hawks are in the chat and listening to this, that's what you need to expect. But again, Iron Hawks, I don't know what they're going to bring to the table, but I'm excited.
Let's do this. Don't forget, it is one and done tonight. You are out if you lose this game. And to be fair, Domino, penalties might even be on the card. I don't think we can do with penalties. I do not think we can do with penalties tonight. Not with the way this schedule is going. So, in 90 minutes, please. Or 45 and 45, either way.
Whichever way you want to do it.
It is Ironhawks in the all-black kit from left to right, attacking this right-hand side goal. KC for Sheffield Wednesday in their traditional Sheffield Wednesday kit from right to left, sweeping that up nicely as Ironhawks smelling blood early on. Playing some good football as well, Domino. These are technically an elite B side, Domino, so expect big things from these boys. Gets to the byline, fires it home, and it's gone wide. No save. Save was not needed, but warning signs are there. Ironhawks are looking hot right now.
Yeah, 8-ball. And to be fair, if Sheffield Wednesday don't know much about them, because I don't think these boys would play all that much against each other, that is definitely a warning sign. And you want to know how they play, very, very direct, and that was a lovely little build-up play here. So,
oh, KC giving his manager a heart attack. They get away with it though, and here is the danger man. Slides it through. Adzinho. Cut out by Torres.
Very good idea.
Down this far side. Move the ball quickly. They do, Ironhawks. And again, it's something we've seen post-patch, is this kind of quick movement with the ball and moving the ball, and they seem to have adjusted to this really, really well. And it was offside, and they let them play about another 5 minutes after that, which was unnecessary. Recchi down the line to Elirondo, cuts back, didn't even see that man there who was hiding in the stanchion. Keeping the ball nicely though. Sheffield Wednesday just struggling to win it back. When they do, they're being pressed well, but good out ball. Here is HP down the line. Not going to get any change out of Max Hill, though. He's done really, really well there. Here he is again, centre-back. From Torres, and they'll start again, Domino. Seeing the line share of possession.
Yeah, what I like about the Ironhawks teammate ball, they're getting the ball into feet.
I
think he might have been offside.
Doesn't matter. KC with the diving header. Love that. Absolutely love that.
But all the players look very, very confident on the ball, all the way from centre half to strikers 8-ball. That they're not afraid to stand their man there and wait for someone to make a decision for them.
Good second touch away from the man, but there's just nobody up at all for Sheffield Wednesday. Everyone back, everyone in their dog back. Ben Ray's our cameraman tonight as well. Tries to go over the top. Maxil does well, and again, Ironhawks won't mind that because they are lapping everything up at the moment.
Yeah.
Manaz down the line. Elirondo again. Acres of space. Cuts back to Recchi. Taking it in turns to run that far channel, but look at that. Furry Dave, massive header. Casey. Oh, they've lost it in a very precarious place. Slides it through to Klasko. Popped it away. 1-0 up. Our Ironhawks, and Domino, it's just a case of being punished for that just slight lapse of concentration, and at this standard, that's what happens.
Yeah, 8-ball. The lapse of concentration, it was poor. There's no getting away from 8-ball. But really good play the striker. He had another man to beat, which he did. And then when you're one-on-one with the keeper, it's still never an easy feat, and he put it right into that top corner.
Yeah, great finish.
Ironhawks with their tails up here, 8-ball. And to be fair, Sheffield Wednesday at the minute not really being able to lay a glove on them. And I do think it's coming from these long balls. It's something I'm not used to them doing, 8-ball. They're used to this, the 1-2 touch passing, cutting through teams.
Yeah.
But at the minute, they're trying to go over the top, and clearly Ironhawks, I mean, it looks like that's their bread and butter at the minute, reading those very, very well.
Yeah, and that's the problem, isn't it? When you're playing these kind of elite sides, if you do try and go that kind of Route 1 football. Here is GB7. Oh, the goal opened up for him, but Adino's won it back, gets the shot off. Good block by Princeton. I tell you what
I'm thinking.
Quick corner.
No, I was thinking that the goal was in front of him. Well, the pass went on.
Oh, 100%. Very Dave, though. Yeah, it opened up for him, and again, it's one of those things where if he didn't pass it, we would have said, what are you doing? Why aren't you passing that? And yeah, it's no win. Unless you score from there somehow, they were never going to look pretty. But man's dropped out for Sheffield Wednesday, Domino.
Just seen that.
On that far side. That is very unfortunate. Ironhawks smelling blood.
Yeah, and the problem is there, 8-ball, is you've got the person that was the Eddie was the Cam, who is like their talisman at the minute.
Yeah.
So he's not going to be able to pick up positions that he wants to pick up because, like, at the minute, they're going to have a free roll to try and play through the press, and they've done that nicely.
Here is the right wing. Oh, no, the goalkeeper
Game
animation. Brasileiro makes it 2 for Ironhawks, and like we said, they are smelling blood right now, Domino. This 4-3-3 is working wonders. I am a big fan of what I'm seeing at the moment. And I'll tell you what, Domino, the wide centre-backs don't really want to get dragged out to either side, and the left and right midfielder, I don't blame them for this, they don't want to spend their night doing all defensive work, but something's got to give because they're getting absolute acres. Elirando on that far side is just, he's got the run of Hillsborough out there. Look at him.
Yeah, Abel, you're not wrong. They're playing to this formation very, very well. Having the man in the cam position that's not there at the minute,
it's a killer.
Is a general issue. You've got the man in the cam that you can play through the heart, or you've got someone on the left hand side, on their right hand side that's not there, which means you've got 2 options to play out. And but is Sheffield's Wednesday here?
Flintstone does well again. He's had a good game, to be fair. Ball over the top. That's all it takes. Brasileiro, the goal scorer.
Wow, that definitely wasn't meant for him.
Again, acres on that far side. That is where that spare man is, Domino. Gilly manages to get rid of it. GB7. Just happy to keep the ball. We are coming up to half-time. I think they take 2-0 at the moment with Sheffield Wednesday. Down the line it goes. No change. They've not had any change out of anyone of this back line. From Ironhawks, and 2-0, Domino, is probably a fair reflection of that first half.
Yeah, Sheffield Wednesday, it's actually been slightly unfortunate, April. The mistake's a mistake. It was an individual error. It was a great finish. And then the man dropping out, lagging out, however you want to call it. It does seem like one thing's piling on top of them, and bad things happen in 3, and Ironhawks go and get that second goal with the keeper animation glitch. Now you
that was grim.
All down to bad luck, but I do believe you make your own luck in this game, and Ironhawks are making their own luck, April, and they've played very, very well.
Yeah, and it's like we said, it's the first time we've seen these boys, and they are making a name for themselves. That front 3 has been insane so far. Supported well by Reki on that far side, as well as the fullbacks. And yeah, they're showing teams how to play a 4-3-3, which we said in the build-up we don't see very often. And I don't know, maybe they're going to start a new trend, Domino.
They start a new trend with a great name. So I think Iron needs to be. It's like Iron Wednesday sounds wicked. You need to put Iron in front of other things. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Well, they're not going to want to join teams anytime soon, because only one of these teams can go through to the next round of the Esports Cup. And so far, it's looking like it's going to be Ironhawks in the black from right to left. Sheffield Wednesday with it all to do. Technically a man down. Technically.
Good feet. Jesus. Now, for a centre back there to switch 2 people, unbelievable. By the centre half there by Casey.
Goes long. Maxill's not missed a header. Primstone's not missed a second ball. And look at that. Playing straight through that midfield. What an insane pass that is. Here we go. Elirando will not want to watch that back.
Flip it.
No, whoever played that through ball, that's going on a highlight reel, but they're going to cut the highlight off before the shot goes off. He's not done. Do you know what? He's not done anything wrong this whole game, Elirando, and he just saw his name in lights. Red tie. We can laugh about it because they're 2-0 up, and in good nick as well. They are. I mean, it's dangerous. They're getting into 2nd, 3rd, 4th gear here. Sheffield Wednesday, with technically 10 men. Such an uphill task, even with 11.
No, yeah, I can't see a way for them out at the minute, April. I mean, they're covering the gaps really well. The press is not heavy, April, but they're picking up space. I do think Sheffield do the hard work to get it into this position, and then they go long.
Yeah.
They do all the hard work correctly.
Oh
really
my
well,
days, he's at it again. What's he doing? Here we go, Elirando trying to make a name for himself. Hands it off. I tell you what, he's going to get subbed if he's not careful. Brasileiro, edge of the box, gives it to Klasco with a goal to his name already. Gives it to his other goal scorer. Raciero on that far side. Adzino all the way back from striker. Domino tells you everything you need to know about how this game is set up right now. Swings it in to no avail. It will be a goal kick for Sheffield Wednesday. That chat, Domino, I'd love to be a fly on the wall right now in that team chat.
Yeah, it is pushing water up here, late ball. They haven't had a sniff of goal
Not
in
this
this
second half, no.
And they've got chances coming against them, and it's just how are they going to get back into this? They do try and play that slide draw ball, and yeah, it just doesn't come off them again. It's a difficult night out there for these Sheffield Wednesday boys. I think a goal would make the world of difference.
Ooh, yeah,
or even
goal.
a shot on goal, late ball.
A goal would be nice. Here we go. GB, that's who you want. When you need goals, that is who you give it to. Goals and assists from that man. We have said, though, he's having to do a shift tonight because he's controlling that right midfielder as well. I tell you what, that step out, I think that might have been Big Dave. That's world class, Domino. He won't get.
Pushed him,
he won't get it. He knew. Anyone else, I'd be like, yeah, fair enough. But I know Dave. I know he gets that. He gets that. That's experience. That's experience for you. That is. Not age. Not age. Experience. would never.
Never stop man like that.
Enzo to Reki. Gives it to Klakos. Gives it to Braselio.
Pacey again, 8-ball.
Yeah, he's had a good game apart from continuously losing it.
Yes. Yeah, that is
if you could accept that trade-off, he's had a good game. GB does well, but again, Cam all the way back there. It's not what they want at this stage. Adzino, right idea, doesn't get it, and Sheffield Wednesday's not in a nutshell, that Domino.
Yeah, there you go. That is it in a nutshell.
That's the nutshell we're looking for. Klakos. Edge of the box. It's got a bit scrappy, but this man is not scrappy. Big save from Jack Wilkinson. Palms it out of danger as well, and GB with the world's most ferocious clearance. And if we're cooking for field position, that's a good kick. Not so much. Yeah, not so, to be fair, Domino. I can't remember last time he's touched the ball. GB swings it in. Great ball.
That's not bad ball.
Well dealt with.
Yeah.
Well dealt with. I tell you what, Domino, this is what they need.
Yeah.
Maxil again. The problem is you put it on the guy's head who's not lost a header all game.
Great tackle, very aggressive. I love that.
Gilly
so
does
much
well.
better for Sheffield Wednesday. Yes,
this is
don't be passing on them.
Passes to himself, does GB. I don't think he'll mind that. Adzino beats his man. No!
That was it.
The goal was gaping with 12 minutes left. That would have changed the complexity of this game. Still time though, Domino, and they're just
so much better from Sheffield Wednesday there.
Exactly.
So much better. Moved the ball a little bit quicker, and then got the shot off. It was very unlucky by the striker. I mean, sometimes when you haven't had much to do all game and your eyes go in lights, it's a little bit difficult. We hadn't had the warm-up shot yet. Can't get the ball away there,
Ben Ray loves it. Ben Ray loves it. 4v4. Here we go. Into the box. Goalkeeper's thinking about coming. Torres half clears it. Gives it to Adzino. It's going to drop though. Here we go. Near post. Let's go. Grab that ball, boys. Grab that ball. 8 minutes to go.
Why is he celebrating? Go grab the ball.
8 minutes to go. Here we go. And it didn't glitch, Domino. Woohoo.
See the corner of the stadium.
We tell you what, we're going to see a different Ironhawk side now, Domino. We're going to see an Ironhawk side who, I'm going to say game management. They're not managing this game. They're just going about their business. Bracelo gives it to Klakos on the edge of the box. To Elirando. It'd be ironic / iconic if he could score there. Thinking back to that red timed earlier on. Goalkeeper does not want it there. I'm just going to tell you that for free. He does not want it there.
The keeper did die, mate, but I'm not going to lie to you. I don't think he touched him. He's offside.
A third slide rule pass. I love it. I love it. Offside, though. Ball over the top. The goal scorer picks it up, but it is dispossessed. Prinstone. Enzo gets it through. Reki takes his time, slides it through, and here we go. Klakos. 2v1, and Dave, the experience, Domino. The experience. That's what we're talking about. What have they got in their locker?
That's not going to stay in play, is it? It can't stay in play.
Oh,
That's ridiculous. Done it!
He's done it!
That is fantastic. He did not want the ball inside.
Into the box, edge of the box. Ben Ray gives it to Adzino. Oh, he's done it near post. It's massive. 2-2. It's Desmond. Sheffield Wednesday in the nick of time. The last kick of the game. fires it home. We are taking this game into extra time. We've got to tell the boys in the esports premier we're in extra time, and they're not going to like it because they've already been waiting 15 minutes. But do we care? I do care.
Abel, I have been harping on all game. These balls over the top are not working. It's bread and butter. They're reading it. I mean, if you can play it like that on a sixpence 8-ball, chased it back in, brought it back inside. They've had 2 shots all game, 8-ball. They've had 2 shots all game.
This is competitive pro clubs in a nutshell, boys and girls. Sheffield Wednesday, until the 78th minute.
Hey, I was sitting here writing their obituary. I was there writing it. I was writing it.
Right. I mean, don't forget Sheffield Wednesday with effectively 10 men as well. Their talisman controlling not only the cam, but the right midfielder, who's basically having to play as a right wing back. And somehow they've done it. This is the magic of the cup, Domino. Every time we have a cup game, just craziness happens.
How are they even in this position, 8-ball, with 2 goals down and a man down? They were last 10 minutes. They were buried. They were out. I think they got the other goal on like 82nd minute or something random like that. They were dead. 8-ball. They were dead in the water. How they found those 2 goals in that stage? Only clubs can do this.
Here we go then. Another 30 virtual minutes, and yeah, Ironhawks with it all to do. And we've said that literally 45 minutes ago about Sheffield Wednesday. We said it about 15 minutes ago for Sheffield Wednesday. They got a corner and we were like, do you know what? That's pretty good. They've got a corner. And now all of a sudden, Domino.
What a save, 8-ball. What a save from the keeper. The keeper will be feeling, I tell you, 8-ball,
kept their
2 goals
nerve.
in 10 minutes,
Wow.
taking it to the second half. That would make him feel worlds better there, 8-ball. Really good save. He comes out, doesn't get it. It comes to stage man, 8-ball. Who scored it? Was it Azinho that scored that?
It may well have been, Dominic. It may well have been. But at the moment, it's Brasileiro. Goes down the middle with a red time. He won't care. He's done the goalkeeper with the eyes. He'll say 3-2 to Ironhawks. And yeah, some of these Sheffield Wednesday players are scratching their heads at that one. I'm kind of doing the same, Domino. Talk to me.
Yeah, I mean, as much as you've got the adrenaline pumping there, 8-ball, as much as you've got the adrenaline pumping, you do need to kind of think about your best result is here is getting this to penalties. You're a man down and the team is playing phenomenal. Get this to penalties and see if you can get some change. They left open and you can see these balls through the bag. It's not the first or second time they've done that, 8-ball. These ground through balls and they've got it down to a T. The man tried to step out, unfortunately just timed it wrong. I was about to say keepers want that.
He does, tell you what.
Can Ironhawks hold on to this lead this time?
Elirando breaks into the box, unopposed still. Ben Ray, look at that, track him back in that red stamina. He doesn't mind. Gilliborough does well, can't dig it out though. Can't dig it out. Utley down the line to the goal scorer. Azinho dispossessed though by Princeton. Had a good game. Brasileiro, who currently is the match winner. Reki does well. Man running through. Here we go. Here is Klasko. Turns the burners on. We're supposed to, Domino, we're supposed to have patched this.
No, he had no stamina, 8-ball. He had no stamina. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I didn't look at his stamina. I'm just trying to be positive.
Worst time of the evening is this pathetic 45-second period.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
We don't need it. We don't need it. What are we resting for? What are we resting for?
I'm resting. I don't know why. I don't like every time we go into the half time of extra time, do I have to listen to you moan? It makes me hate this as well.
No more extra time, straight to penalties. I tell you what, I'm just going to actually put you back on the live screen because nobody wants to see me complain about this for 45 seconds. Domino, Sheffield Wednesday, they've done it once before. Can they do it again?
It's got to be in their heart, 8-ball. They've done it. The one chance, they need it. It's been done. It's been done in this match. They just need that one chance. And to be fair, what you got to lose, 8-ball, you're out regardless. Hell for leather. Emergency strikers on. Let's chase this goal. If they go and lose the first goal in the next virtual 2 minutes, it doesn't really matter. Kitchen sink time, 8-ball.
Kitchen sink time, absolutely. Goalkeeper's off his line. He was going to get it anyway, I reckon. Right, what does the kitchen sink look like if you are a Sheffield Wednesday player? That man,
Kate. Half with the headering ability, I would say, needs to go. They're going long. It needs to go up there.
Oh, this is some good football. Adzino, what a ball. Did you know what, Dominic? If anything, that ball was too good. If anything, that ball was too good. I've been so impressed with that man, Adzino, so far, and the game isn't over just yet. Wow, that is a long clearance. I've been so impressed with Adzino, Domino, not just obviously for the goal-scoring ability, but the movement off the ball, the work he puts in off the ball. Here he is again, showing for the ball. He's just always, you always see him showing feet, going long. He's put in a good shift and got the goal as well. And ball goes over the top, and that has been Iron Hawk's bread and butter. Brasilino, he's put this game to bed. He's fired it home, side netting, 8 minutes to go. It's been done before, Domo, so I don't want to write him off. But my God, that is some mountain they're going to have to climb now. And that front three are in fine form at the moment.
Yeah, they can hurt you from many different ways, April. And to be fair, I'm not going to lie, they'll be breathing a sigh of relief there. Great running.
Fakes the shot, gets to the byline. Beats his man, gets it across, big save, follow it up. Utley keeps the ball nicely, looking for striker's feet. Maybe a slither of a foul, If that was anywhere else, it would have been a free kick in the box, not a foul. Make it make sense. GB7 with the throw-in. Fakes long, no one bites on it, so goes long. Adzino heads it back to Benray. Recce doing Recce things, Domino. That may well be it because they've gone down the line. Recce's got an engine on him. What a ball. That is perfectly timed. No, it's not. Get back in your box. 1 minute left to go.
Green timed it as well. First time Green timed it. And to be fair, April, it's unfortunate for Sheffield. What a late comeback up to no avail. But it shows really good character.
Hello. What am I watching? That is going to be all she wrote, isn't it? There we go. Game, set, and match. Iron Hawks. They finished them off in extra time. It was a fantastic watch. Good heart, good spirit shown from Sheffield Wednesday in those last 10-15 minutes. But it is that man who picks up the match ball and off he goes. Brasileiro with the 3 goals and an assist. Man of the match. Walks off with the ball. Wham bam. Thank you, man. Can't say fairer than that. Fantastic game, Domo. Fantastic game.
Yeah, I mean, the cards were stacked against Sheffield. They managed to somehow wrestle it back. But if you're going to go on to say who the game deserved to go to, you can't argue that was Iron Hawks there, April. They were fantastic.
Yeah.
And I'm excited to see this team back.
Yeah, I want to watch them already again. Right, moving on swiftly, because we've got to be swift.
Sorry, boys.
Yeah, very much. Very, very, very sorry. Regnum, 4th place last season, taking on 12th place Fluminense with their new signing up front, SJ Clay, partnering Alves. What a strike force that is, Domino.
That is a little bit naughty. That is genuinely... I am a big SJ Clay fan. Big SJ Clay fan. I mean, to be fair, if you look at both teams, the strike force April, it's unbelievable. Like, it is the absolute heavyweight matchup.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. 94 points for Regnum last season. A Polgar-inspired Regnum, 20 assists last season from Cam. He is now playing up front this season. I saw him playing up front last night, got 2 in 2. And here he is again, partnering Warren SG up front with Wiz in behind.
And just a quick one in the chat, as Eno says, cheers lads, appreciate it. What a game, guys.
What a game. What a game. A couple more shout outs as well. Ricardinho, as always, absolute baller at the back for Fluminense. Frag and Braga in that CDM as well. Look out for them. They are 2 very, very underrated, underappreciated. Ball winning and ball playing. There's not very often you get someone who can do both of those things really, really well. Somehow Fluminense have got 2 and they partner them both together. They're destined for big things, those 2. And yeah, to be honest, the Regnum side basically speaks for itself. Festic, world-class CDM. World-class CDM. As well as Tutkut as well. He's a very, very handy player out in those left and right midfield areas. So again, 4th place plays 12 from last season. We're looking forward to some good football. I think this patch has really helped these top teams play some good carpet football, and hopefully that's what we get to see again tonight.
Yeah, it is. I do think before the patch, the game assisted players a lot. When it shouldn't really assist you. The best players should be able to shine, and if you're, I wouldn't say not that good at the game, but if you're not going to make that tackle, the game should make it for you.
100%.
The patch has helped the defenders. Well, the defenders are looking less good, but the best defenders are standing out. Where really, 8-Ball, if you look at Season 2, how many centre halves would we have in that as in that it'd be absolutely ridiculous. Every team we said was a phenomenal defender, and genuinely they are, but there is a little bit room for error on this one, which is quite good.
Yeah, there does need to kind of be that tier list of centre backs, and we did almost lose that a little bit last season. Where again, no disrespect to anyone playing in the esports premier, because they would be there for a reason, but everyone knows there's almost a tier list at least, and we almost lost that. And I think this season with this patch, you are going to find out who is very good and who is just good. Yeah, and that's why I think maybe it did hurt like teams like we're going to call about Fenerbahce next, where when you turn up and every single centre back is world class, there's a slight difference there. And 8-Ball, slight change. I'm looking at Regnum now on the lobby compared to the team sheet. Ooh.
It's slightly different where they've gone for the wing. They've gone for 3. I think it's 4-3-3.
I told you, this is the Iron Hawks effect, ladies and gentlemen. They watched the last game, they've completely chucked their tactics to one side, and they are going for it. Interesting, though. Interesting thing to note. Another thing to note, Domino, is that both of these sides won both games last night. 2 from 2 for both sides, and this is what I mean. This is their first VPG Esports Premier game of tonight, so both unbeaten so far, both coming off the back of 2 wins. Something's got to give, Domino.
Yeah, it's either going to be absolute blockbuster, or they both go in to beat the other team, or they both go into not to lose the game. So hopefully it's the former.
Yeah, Regnum beating Phoenix last night 4-2. So
wow,
that would have been a good one to have on the channel. Belosa, just saying. And Fluminense beating don't sack us, please. Fluminense beating FG and for the win as well. So
wow,
big
beating
games.
English boys, fair play to them.
Big games there. Right.
For the win, are they Portuguese?
Yes.
Oh, okay, never mind then. Portuguese derby.
Sorry, the 4th game's asked if they can start their game. Quite clearly, no. Right.
Unfortunately.
Right. Let's get into this. This is not going to let us down, Domino, because we've had slightly turmoil tonight, and we just need the rest of these games to go smoothly with lots of goals, and yeah, we'll all be forgotten.
Yeah, here we go, 8-Ball. Big
Here
game.
we
First
go.
game from BPG Europe, and it is BODRUM versus Fluminense. Love this, and they've gone a direct long. I love that 8-Ball. Nice early touch for the keeper, big and bold.
And it is BODRUM in the white kits from left to right, and Fluminense in the black kits. Here is one of those ones to watch. Frag in CDM. Shez wins it back. Polga playing as striker, or he was down as striker on the initial team sheet. Domino with his insider information suggests that may well not be the case. Ricardinho.
No, he's the standalone striker, 8-Ball.
Interesting.
Yeah, so he doesn't have you will have 2 wingers as partners, but yeah, he's a standalone striker. Good tackle.
Yeah, all a bit scrappy at the moment. Tut wins it back, but Johnny is there. Steals it back for this Fluminense side, and Chalk on the boots steps across, and I don't think Fenomeno wanted it to to fall to him. It does, though, and does well. Gets it out of danger to Festinger. It definitely looks like they're leaving 2, maybe even 3 up at the moment. I just think they're allowed to do what they want, Domino.
Yeah, they're here to entertain it, but like I said, that's a really good idea, unfortunately, the pass. But I tell you what, the BODRUM press is very, very high and very, very aggressive.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's the kind of team they are. Ball over the top, keeper comes for it, does well. That's the kind of team they are, though, Domino. They're all very, very good individual players as well as team players as well. But what I mean by that is they do not rely on, they're not a very, the sum is the greater of the good, or whatever the saying is. They are very much just, we've got better players and you deal with it. And that is kind of what you get when you watch this Regnum side. They're a very dangerous side, but you almost don't know what side's going to turn up, because they do depend on those individual players a lot of the time. And 90% of the time it works. But it's one of those sides where they can either beat you 5-0 or they can look bang average and they're there for a scalping. And Fluminense will be hoping for the latter right now, as we're 17 minutes in. No goals to cheer about, unlike the last game.
Yep.
And tell you what, a good effort there from distance, 25 yards out. Big save, and yeah, as if nothing happened. Goal kick.
Yeah, Fluminense are playing really nicely, getting the ball down. I think they've settled into the game a little bit better than BODRUM. Prime example there. They've just settled into the game quicker than them now in the first 20 minutes that's gone. They've got good touches of the ball. They're finding these intricate passes, and they're really challenging at the minute. And I think if BODRUM are not careful, then they'll start getting on top and start dictating the way they play. BODRUM needs to do something just to hang on to possession and just get a little bit of a foothold in this game.
Yeah, they need to. SJ Clay seems to be settling in nicely. No love lost there whatsoever. The former SAF prolific man lifted the UK...
What a ball that is.
Lifted the UK Premier last season, Domino, and then folded the team, did Crimmy. SJ Clay has ended up at Fluminense, and we'll be seeing Crimmy shortly in the next 10-15 minutes, Domino. More on that to follow. But ask Johnny. Men over on that right-hand side. Alves comes back to Braga, knocking it around well. Fluminense, like we said about Regnum being, they're more. They've just got they've got world-class players. Domino. Fluminense are very much. They are a very, very good team, and you just saw that with that intricate passing, the one-touch, two-touch passing. Those triangles in midfield, they're such a good team to watch. And a bit like Digital, Domino, they don't always get the results that they deserve. And if they can turn those performances into results this season, I think you'll see them finishing a lot higher than 12th.
Yeah, absolutely. I do think at the minute, I'll just wait until this...
He's going to hit this first time. Good save from Can. Still alive though. Stock's doing his best. To no avail. Sandro gives it to Alves. And here is to the wide midfielder back doing that defensive work. And again, maybe just pegged in a little bit here. Bogged down with the defensive stuff. It does look like they are playing a flat back four, Domino, like you suggested. Warren SG on the turn. Good turn from him. Polga hands it off first time. Into... Yeah, I think that might be Wiz playing in cam there. Corner it will be. First one of the night for BODRUM. 0-0, 36 minutes gone. VPG Esports Premier. First game of 2, third game of 4 for the night. Good corner, finds his man. Alves there, back doing his defensive duties. The striker, almost finding a black shirt. Restart with a throw. This near side, Polga's feet. Good battle between those two. Good turn on the ball as well. Braga into Alves. Willing runners, can't hold on to it.
Really well done.
Tut does very, very well. Polga holds his man off. Tut gets it back. He's the one who started this whole thing. Restarted quickly. Both of these sides looking to get things done and dusted quick. Ricardinho, the former Famalicão man. Frag loses, man. Domino, I tell you about these two in CDM. They're very, very good players. Braga switches play nicely. Manaz goes long.
That's a good foot race.
Shiz does well. Very, very well. Completes the clearance. Polga battling away.
Ooh,
Goes to
Polga,
ground. Goes to ground. Didn't make anything of it though, and I like that. Alves loses his man. Oh, I tell you what, Domino.
There's no animation for the keeper. The keeper's running.
We would have been watching the highlights back on that one again and again, because the way he lost his man, made space, was something special.
Yeah, I just think at the minute, April, and we've seen Polga a lot of times, and well, play pro clubs. I feel like he's just not getting where he's the most dangerous, April, and that's the end of the first half. Where he's most dangerous, where he's picking up the ball in a pocket and he can drive at you with the 1-2 touch with the ball in behind. I think when he's getting the ball to the back of goal, I've never seen him in that position, so I was interested to see how he gets on. Now, obviously, he's up against a world-class Fluminense side, so it's not the run-of-the-mill team. But I just feel like where he's been the most dangerous, where he's dropped off that centre-half role, he's picked into a pocket, and he's then, again, spread the attack across other players. He links the game, and he plays it really simple. And I think when he's got the ball and he's running at goal and there's people in front of him, he's getting crowded out, Abel.
No, spot on, Domino, spot on. But the only thing I'll say about that is, this is what I used to say about Romaninho. I used to convince myself that he was a wide midfielder, and then he went and played up front, and he's world class. So trust the process, Domino. Trust the process. Yeah. But yeah, to be fair, I 100% agree with you. When he's playing in that cam position, it's a bit like Nayshaw for Famalicão.
Yes.
When the rest of Famalicão know their one job is to give the ball to Nayshaw, and then he'll make something work with the two strikers. Regnum almost need to do that with Polga and say, look, you've got Warren, you've got Wiz. They'll get you goals. It's just we need people who can find them, and Polga is that man. It seems like he's dropped a little bit deeper here. It might just be because he was winning that header, but there's definitely something's not ticking at the moment, and if they're not careful, Fluminense, who look well up for this game,
What a ball! Oh, Opal, that must have been one of the most scintillating balls I've ever seen. Oh, how has he picked that run? The pace, the precision. He just needed to finish. Keeper, you should just let it go in.
And here come Regnum on the attack as well, on the counter. Turk gets to the byline. Vela does well, clears it out. Domino, I'll echo that, mate. That's got to be ball of the season so far. Fantastic ball into the back post. Not really too much wrong with the finish. He got it on target from 4 or 5 yards out. It's just good positioning from the keeper, and Can keeps them in it, to be honest, because Fluminense have got their tails up and they've looked like the better side so far in this first 55 minutes. SJ Clay, phenomenal. Dispossesses that man. He is a danger.
That's a great ball.
Yeah, here comes Warren SG. Takes it down nicely. Not getting any change, though, on that far side. Sandro picking it up. Goes long down the line. Alves does manage to win the header, but to no avail. They will go back to Can, who's arguably been Regnum's best player so far, Domino.
Yeah. I don't know if you can have much argument in that. But, again, I think the games have started to feel a little bit more open now, April. Both teams are trying to go for that all-important win. There's no one team there that's kind of barred down the hatches. It's your turn, my turn kind of stuff. I do feel like a goal is happening, but I can't call for who.
Long may it continue, Domino. Long may it continue. Shades of the first half as both teams have come out this second half. Hungry for a goal. Maybe a bit of a feeling out process in that first half.
Yeah.
And both sides now letting the handbrake off, ready to go, ready to do battle, and we are here for it for this last 30 minutes. Polga into the box, step over, good tackle, he's gone down, nothing given.
I saw the ref and I saw him point.
He pointed somewhere. He pointed somewhere.
He didn't point towards the corner, so I was like, question mark?
It was a good tackle. It was a good tackle, but it's the AFC, so you never know. Warren SG on the overlap, and that is whiskers away, Domino. And like you said, we are getting closer and closer. Marco Polo.
He is definitely heating up here, April, and that's really good for BODRUM, getting obviously a taste of goal, getting a shot on target, and they've had a really good virtual 5-10 minutes here.
I think it suits Regnum, kind of turning this into a bit of a basketball game, because Fluminense, like we said, team-based team, getting the ball down, intricate passing, triangles. No one does it better than them, to be fair. Regnum need that chaos. They need their individual stars to be able to shine, and that's what they've been doing in this second half, and they've looked the better side because of that. And here is Fo. Gets to the byline, looking for the striker. Can't find it. Ricardinho, though, can't put his foot on the ball. Manaz, Johnny, everyone back trying to defend at the moment. Does well. Keeps it alive. Wiz. Well played. Header out. Stocks keeps it alive this time. Into the back post. And Ricardinho heads home. The goalkeeper is not on the same wavelength. But they get away with it.
That is absolutely ridiculous. What is that ball?
Yeah, we've seen two passes of the season. They're both being in the same game, in the same half, by the same team.
That's an absolute joke.
Good ball into Alves, looking to beat Fenomeno. I'll tell you what, you'll do well to beat that man. And yeah, the rest of his side digging in deep, 3-on-3 at the back, Domino. That is not what Fluminense are going to want to see. They do play through that early press, though, nicely. And they've got men up, 3v3 for themselves, but men getting back. In white shirts, he's gone for the Travella. And right idea, wrong execution.
Yeah, and I think the point you made is excellent there, 8-Ball, with Fluminense. I think if the game is looking too clean and tidy, you're playing Fluminense's game.
Yeah.
You need to make it a little bit dogged, a little bit dirty.
Introduce some anarchy.
Exactly, 8-Ball. You need to create a little bit of chaos.
Here is Frag. Gives it to Manaz, Johnny. Dangerous Manaz, Johnny. Edge of the box to Braga. Gives it to SJ Clay. The new signing goes near post. I tell you what, Domino, Fenomeno there. Stopped it with his studs. That was nestling 100%.
Yeah, stood his ground, 8-Ball. Really, really good by SJ Clay. And that's, in those positions, you see that man come to life.
Yeah, and Domino, I know he's one of your favourite strikers for that reason. Just a very, very clever, industrious striker. And showing his worth there. And it's why Fluminense picked him up on a free transfer as well. Signing of the season. Unless Crimmy can do some bits later on. The battle between those two will be real. Braga into Manaz. Johnny tries to stab it over the top. They do win that first one. Alves. And I tell you what, Domino, this might be the game where we've come the closest to scoring without scoring, because that is 4 or 5 chances that have gone begging. And I tell you what, SJ Clay has just been given a late Christmas present by Regnum's best player on the night. 88th minute, he's tucked it away, a POV that Can's not going to want to watch back. And I tell you what, Domino, this is a cruel, cruel game. BODRUM don't even want to kick off right now. Here they go, sending all the men forward. It's like a punt return in NFL.
Gotta do it again.
Here we go. This one's going to get diced into the box. Here is Wiz. Back post is not on. It hasn't been on all game. Looking to stab it in. Manaz, Johnny is there, though. They go long, and that is going to be game, set, and match. What a cruel way to lose it for BODRUM, but what a way to win it for Fluminense. Definitely a game of 2 halves, and I genuinely think a draw may have been the fair result. That is not how 11s is played, boys and girls. Competitive pro clubs at its best. Snatch and grab, Domino. Snatch and grab.
Yeah, I wouldn't even call it snatch and grab, 8-Ball. I'd say they were very, very 50-50 in that game. I just think it's a moment of madness, 8-Ball. There were so many options to play. And out of all the options, you went with the most riskiest one with the most lethal consequences. And if you're going to give it to a player, do not give it to a man like SJ Clay. Actually, none of the esports strikers.
Yeah, to be fair, yeah, you'd really struggle. Yeah, I was going to say, you'd struggle to find someone you'd want to give an open goal to, I guess.
It's a hard one. I do think we'll have... Oh, is the other game kicking off, 8-Ball?
It has kicked off, but I need to find a new stream because this one isn't good enough for the boys and girls at home. Who streams on Kick? Looks like we are.
What is it?
Looks like we are going back to the other one. Right, here we go then. 4th game.
What is a kick?
Something that the youngsters know about, Domino, not you and I. But here we go then. Fourth game of the night. They had to kick off because it was the latest they could possibly kick off. The quality is not great, so we do apologise, but here we go. It is Besiktas, newly promoted Besiktas, in the white from left to right, and it is Krimi there, the new signing for Fenerbahce. Turkish derby. Fenerbahce in the blue. A disappointing season last season. They'll be looking to change that, and that is not the way to go about it. But that's what you get when your goalkeeper's got the same kit as the rest of your team.
Yeah, that is very odd, but what a keeper he is able.
Oh yeah, I mean, whoever's streaming this, their radar as well is off the hook. Besiktas stab it back in. Back post is on. Riyad does just about enough. Manages to see it out for a corner. Second corner in a short space of time for Besiktas. And we're hoping to see, Domino, we're hoping to see a bit of a derby feel to this. It is a feisty derby in real life. Can they make it feisty on the pitch? And last time we saw Fenerbahce, they did have a man sent off. And here we go. Warren Beast has been slid through by his strike partner, Epan, straight down the middle. Domino, you expect so much better from that man. So much better from that man.
Yeah, 8-ball. It was not either in one or the corner or the other. It was dead at the keeper. Now, the keeper actually is really hard in those positions. The keepers tell you to hold your nerve for so long before you get to one of those corners. The keeper held his nerve and then decided to kind of stay put and cover his near side. 8-ball, there'd be a lot of money going on Mr. Warren Beast to finish.
Yeah, exactly that, exactly that. He's the one who set the standards. Epan has been robbed of an assist and a great through ball as well. And let's hope, for Fenerbahce fans at least, they don't come to rue that miss. But it would have been nice to have an opener early on. We had to wait 88 minutes in the last game. Let's not wait that long this time, please. 15th last season, Domino, we've said about Fenerbahce. They have completely changed their team. They've maybe kept 2 or 3 players from last season and replaced everyone else with the Capri, basically a Capri starting 11. Including this man, Capone. Edge of the box, gives it to Epan. Blocked, falls back to him, and that is what you need. We didn't see the quality of the finishing with the first attempt. The second attempt from Epan, yes, he had 2 stabs at it, but it's this one that counts. 1-0. Open net at the end of the day, but they all count, Domino.
Yeah, and I think this would be something nice for Fenerbahce. Again, they had, like you said, a reshuffle of their team. They got some new players in April, and they've got some good players in April.
Oh, yeah.
And it's all about, the name holds weight anyway. It doesn't matter who you've got on the pitch because you have got the colours of Fenerbahce on.
Yeah.
And the pro clubs community, it is a big weight on your shoulders. So they're coming out and proving it. 1 goal up 8-ball in the first 20 minutes. Epan does what Epan does best.
Yeah.
Just his trickery, getting into those areas. Fantastic player. But
not many better in the business than that man. And yeah, like we said, a bunch of free signings as Capri Karaleski are not competing this season. So Capri's loss is Fener's gain as they get to the byline. Stabs it up freakishly high. Headed down Capone. Big save from Seraf. And Besiktas with their backs against the wall. Newly promoted Besiktas. They did finish 15th in Elite B, Domino, so I don't know all the ins and outs of how they managed to come up. But come up they have, and they have been... they've not had the red carpet rolled out for them here by Fenerbahce at all. Capone. Maybe a foul in there somewhere. The referee has just said, you know what? Let's just see where it ends up. And with Seraf in the Besiktas net, it does end up.
Yeah, we haven't seen many scrums, Abel. That was the closest we got.
First scrum of the season. I like it. Headed down nicely to Ace. Is he going to cut inside? No, because MXBK is not going to let him. And what a signing that is as well. Again, one of those centre-backs who looked phenomenal last season. That Capri side finished so high up. It's such a shame not to see them compete again, Domino. But here we are, alas.
Yeah, that Capri side is excellent as well. But it's nice to see the names remain still prominent. Yeah, I mean, 34 minutes gone. I don't think we need it there. He is running. I wouldn't say into traffic, but he's running away from goal. So
signs of frustration. It is a derby game.
I was about to say signs of a derby able.
No wins for Besiktas last night. Newly promoted Besiktas. However, a 2-2 draw against the reigning champions, Team G-Mask. So, not all doom and gloom so far for the newly promoted boys. However, Fenerbahce, 2 from 2 last night, but did play 2 newly promoted sides, and now they're playing a third. So, slightly kind.
Favoritism.
Slightly kind, but it's what this team need, Domino. It is what this side need. They can't fall into...
they do need a run of good games and a run of good form, and maybe
exactly
the opposition level can give them the confidence to, actually mount a challenge for the title this season, which is where they should be.
We always say there are no easy games in this league. However, if you get 3 out of the 4 games at the start of the season with newly promoted sides, I feel like you would go for that. I think that's on paper you would quite like that. And Fenerbahce doing everything they can to take advantage of that. Currently winning their 3rd game out of 3 against a newly promoted side. They did have Volt as well, a Lator Mentalist Volt.
Oh, it always makes me sad. Where is that man?
I went looking for him earlier on, actually.
Have you seen this man?
He is no longer playing at the moment. So, speaking of free transfers, boys and girls, if someone wants to make that happen, here we go then. Epan, not a free transfer, and Khan King gets rid of that one just before half-time. If they could get a goal here, it would be a real sucker punch to Besiktas. Headed down with some really weird swaz on it. Does go out for a throw-in, which I don't think Besiktas will particularly like because they're penned in. Epan, industrial striker, industrial defender as well, to be fair.
Can we go back to that Shane Warne leg spin, please? I don't understand what happened.
It was more like a Sieve outswinger, that was. 1-0 to Fenerbahce. Everything going Fenerbahce's way so far, Domino.
Yeah, I think Besiktas haven't really got a foothold in the game, 8-Ball. They've been beaten to the punch on numerous occasions here. They're being outgunned in possibly all the key areas on the pitch. Fenerbahce are looking really good. Composed, calm, really good in possession. And where we've seen a couple of games, going back to the first game with the Engine and Bonus Hunters game, where you need people to unlock defence and the creativity not come in there, I think you can see it in spells with Fenerbahce going over the top, knocking it down. Chances were coming. Obviously, that lovely ball to slip in Warren Beast. It does look all doom and gloom here for Besiktas. I think if you're the Besiktas manager, 8-Ball, in that change room, what you'd be saying to the boys?
I would just remind them that it is a derby, and they almost need to do what Regnum did. Oh. There you go, right one. They almost need to do what Regnum did in that second half in the last game and just bring down the class a little bit. Make it a scrappy game. Add a bit of chaos. Add a bit of anarchy. And just see what you can get as a result of that. Because at the moment, Fenerbahce, there is a slight class difference here.
Yeah.
And that's what you get when you've got a side like Fener, who have taken players from a team like Capri, who finished 3rd in the top league last season. You know this is going to be an uphill battle. You almost have to show them a little less respect and just get in and amongst them. And I think if they can start to do that, Besiktas, because quite clearly they've got the players to be able to do that. But, like I said, most of this side finished 3rd in the top league in pro clubs last season. It's no freak accident that happened. They are very good. Crimmy into the back post with Ryan, and he has put that away, and it is perfect timing, Domo. It is perfect timing. That is what this side do. Who in the chat, including you, Domino, saw that pass to back post? Because it certainly wasn't me.
No, again, the vision's different level. 8-Ball, the pass to the back post was not only incredible, but he had a lot of work to do when he was there.
Big finish.
That was not cut and dry. It was a really, really good finish as well. And Fenerbahce are bringing back that passage of Fenerbahce press. And it is Epan here.
You ain't going to catch that, boy. Goes near post. Massive save from Seraph. One player who can hold his head high tonight for sure. He has been in inspired form. And something tells me he's going to need to continue that, Domino. Here we go. Called upon straight off the bat. Takes the man out, but will get a free kick for it. Get out of his way.
Riding the good luck 8-Ball, it's absolutely fine.
Get out of his way.
That save there keeps their team in it. I mean, they are hanging on, but it does keep your team in it.
And once again, I was glad the striker was not caught up by the centre back. Love to see it. It's just gonna make this game so much more playable. And again, it's going to expose those centre halves who are continuously getting caught out and not able to rely on tracking back like that. So long may it continue, and a good intercept there. And I tell you what, they'll take that for sure. It's one of the craziest goals we've ever seen, completely against the run of play. Anarchy, chaos, Dolno. That's what this Besiktas side need to do, and it looks like they've really, really angered Fenerbahce, because Krimi has almost instant reply. Almost an instant reply.
Who's side Krimi? Because that was a poor side.
All of a sudden, this game has come to life, and yeah, maybe this is what we meant when we said chaos, anarchy. This game is not finishing 2-1. That is for sure. Just the one player up for the now, giving them a chance to get up. That is the problem, Domino. Leaving players up, yeah, fine. It looks great on paper because you're trying to get back into the game. But all it does is leave so many spaces for Fenerbahce to exploit. And they will exploit because they've got the players to do it. So where do you sit on Besiktas and leaving players forward, committing men forward? Where does it sit, Domino?
Yeah, I think, again, when we're saying create a bit of chaos in the game, I think that is a little bit of chaos. It's because if Fenerbahce got the ball, they're going to find a killer pass. They're really good players. If you lose the ball, you want it to come back to you as quickly as you can, and maybe them having a shot and it going wide, or them counter-attacking too quickly. Yeah, it's just a little bit of chaos. I would keep players up, and I would change the run of play instead of just this. This is something clean cut. You attack, I attack.
He's got up, he's dusted himself off, he's picked the ball back up, but Raul has managed to get back at him. Warren Beast wins it back. Epan gives it to Tico Beast, shifts it onto that right-hand side. Massive save from Seraph again. Strange deflection, though, because he saved it at the far side. It's gone off at the near side, however.
Yeah, caught his par, mate, what I'd say. Caught his par.
Whatever gets you to sleep at night. Ryan, the goal scorer of the first goal. Keeps it alive. Headed down. There's three players there in blue. Quaresma gives it to Warren Beast. Shifts onto that right-hand side. Rattles the crossbar. Look how far that's gone back out. That's how much power out on it.
Warren Beast can't buy a goal at the minute, can't buy a goal.
And it's not through lack of trying. A phantom free kick given for something I don't know. Too many shots in a quick succession of time. The mercy rule.
Got hit too hard.
The mercy rule for Besiktas. They're still in this game though at 2-1, Domino, and Fener just need to be mindful of that because the performance has been there, and we saw lots of good performances from them last season without the points.
Good tackle again, mate. That's a spree of 4 tackles in a row that he's made in under 3 virtual minutes.
They are not going to want to get suckered into this dogfight.
Nope.
But it's certainly starting to look that way.
And that was a big question of Fenerbahce last season, all that mentality that they had when they went down or things weren't going their way. They started to crumble last season, really, in certain situations. So this is a good acid test to do, boys, wearing the badge.
Krimi needs to behave. Warren Beast going all the way back home. Quaresma thought about going back to his goalkeeper instead. Gives it to Nair. Finds Capone over the top. Just not enough wheels on it. And it's now on that far side. Epan again. Tracking back like the modern day Wayne Rooney, that man. Deadly in front of goal and will put a shift in, and also seen him play centre midfield a few times.
Yeah, it doesn't want. He's a very, very talented player.
Yeah.
Very talented.
Ryan cuts inside. Speed burst. Gets through. Big save. Comes out to Krimi. Goalkeeper's caught in the net like a sea bass. Capone wins it high up again. Good press from Fener. Tico Beast heads it down to Epan. Loses his man. Can't do it twice though. And Besiktas come out with the ball and with men up. However,
yeah, just needed to hold it there.
Yeah.
There's place and time to do skill, and that's not one of them.
Yeah.
Warren Beast again, running his man. Really good. Who was that keep tackling the Maple?
Telf. HC Telf. Very good game from that man. But again, willing runners down the line. It's Epan. Of course it is. Wayne Epan. Epan Rooney. What have Besiktas got left in the locker? It's a big ask, but we've seen some crazy finishes so far tonight.
Stick Telf up top. That's what you need to do.
Good cut back inside from Manaz. Just about gets there on minimal stamina. Besiktas have got men forward here and runners overlapping instead. They go by themselves.
Oh my god, that's through a crowd 8 ball.
That is what happens when you've got a world-class goalkeeper in net, boys and girls. Nothing to do all game except pick the ball out of his net. But in the 90th minute, he will find a way to keep you in the game as charisma.
People can't understand how hard that is. 8 ball. And if you
no
don't
sweeper
for
keeper.
Time, that's unbelievable.
Yep, no sweeper keeper. He's stuck there.
He's got to go. He's got to go. He's got to go.
Game, set, and match, Domino.
You had a little time.
Fenerbahce 2, Besiktas 1. Fenerbahce, really, really good value for that win. Besiktas battled all the way to the end, got themselves a goal to half that deficit, but could not do anything else. To be fair, they did need to call upon their number one, their world-class goalkeeper, Berisha, right at the end there. But
yeah,
Domino,
agreed.
Good value for the win.
Yeah, and it's something we haven't seen from the 8 ball. Like I said, last season they did have that frailty. They did have that frailty, and that's a good acid test for them. In a derby, freak goal happens, confidence slightly drops, but to hold out there, getting those 3 points, happy days, done their job. And 8 ball, the newly revived Fenerbahce, flying at the start of the season.
That's it, yeah. 3 from 3 from what we've seen. We'll need to get confirmation of that game against Volt. But, hey, a fantastic start for them. Besiktas, that does make it 0 from 3. However, lots of positive to take from that game. But also, they've played Team G Mask, Empire and Fenerbahce. So, no wins out of those 3 games. But to be fair, on paper, I don't think anyone's really expecting too much from them. But thank you very much. Again, it's another new team. We can check that one off our list.
There we go.
Another new team. Welcome back anytime. And a great way to finish on a Turkish derby as well, because that did get scrappy in places and had the quality as well. It's exactly what you would expect from a derby.
Yeah, 8 ball, fantastic night as always. And for those people that don't know, we are not back Thursday, just Monday, Tuesday. We are around. So good luck to the boys playing Thursday. And again, commiserations or congratulations to the people we had on the stream. Always really good night. And we're back in again Monday, aren't we, April?
Would not miss it, Domino. Mondays and Tuesdays from now on. Thursdays are off, but we will be posting our choice of Game of the Week over on Pro Club's weekly YouTube channel. So make sure you tune in for that one as well. Domino, I think that's it from me and you. We've earned a rest tonight. We've seen highs and lows, the goals, the drama, and the waiting around.
That's a lot of that.
I know which one of those I prefer the most. It's not the waiting around. Thank you very much for tuning in if you are live or if you are watching this on repeat. And yeah, tune in again to whatever Pro Clubs Weekly or VPG are doing, because it's always good stuff. And if not, we'll see you next Monday at the usual time of 8 p.m. That means goodbye from Domino, and it's goodbye from me as well. Cheerio.